Hi, Star Season family. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. I am doing great. I know it has been a while, but I have been listening to my God when He says take a pause, take a break, get grounded, and get a new perspective. That is what I follow. Follow my intuition. So God has been filling up my cup so it can overflow. So now I am back to give you all some messages that He has given me to give to you all. And I have been enjoying myself, enjoying my family, taking my, trips and doing my self care. And like I said, I am back, refreshed, and ready for where God is taking us next. This is a pivotal week. It is very intense and powerful. Right now, we have Mercury in retrograde, and when Mercury is in retrograde, it affects communication, travel, and technology. So, if you're not balanced and grounded in your daily practices, you might get out of pocket in your communication, or somebody might get out of pocket with you. There can be, you know, a lot of chaos, confusion, and arguments. Things could start going on with your technology, your computers, your all your devices, also your appliances, and you might have hiccups in your travel plans. Might be late for your plane, miss a flight, or something like that. So be mindful of that. We are in Mercury retrograde, and also Pluto is retrograde right now in Aquarius, and Pluto just came into Aquarius, changed signs out of Capricorn into Aquarius, and that is the planet of death, rebirth, power, money, success. And Aquarius is the progressive, innovators, creatives, creators, inventors. They're for the humanity instead of the 1%. They're for the 99%. The good for the good of all. So we're seeing a lot of changes in our personal lives and also globally on a global setting. So now Pluto is retrograde. So yeah, there's a lot taking place this week, and we also have a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And Scorpio is, about the deepness, the emotions, things that are hidden coming up to the surface. And so a lot of secrets are going to be coming out. A lot of everything is being exposed from your house to around the world. So there's a lot of deaths and rebirths, physical deaths as well, and just change. Just like a lot of things are being eclipsed out of our lives, and it's for our greatest and our highest good. And we're creatures of habit, so we don't like change. So change can be hard sometimes, especially when you're set in your ways and in your patterns that no longer serve you. And so the universe is pretty much giving us a push to catapult us into our destiny and into the plan and purpose what God has for us. So with all these activities in the cosmos, our lives will be totally changed by the time 2025 hits. So I'm excited and ready. And this lunar eclipse is in Scorpio. So those of you who know how to pull your birth chart up and look at that, you can look at your birth chart to see where you have Scorpio. And so those are the areas that will be transformed and transition, this, because God has been preparing us for this evolutionary transition. He spoke about it to us months ago to prepare us and get our minds ready to receive. So you can look in your birth chart to see where you have Pluto, to see where you have Scorpio, and so that will give you a sense of idea of what God wants to change in your life moving forward into 2025. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the message that God has for you all. I've already prayed and meditated, so I'm just going to go ahead and get right into the message. So um, somebody is in deep regret and despair this week, and so I was getting like two different messages. So for one, a karmic energy is realizing that they're on the wrong side of the wheel with all of these changes that are taking place. They were just very sure that they were going to be able to use their spell work and black magic to manipulate the plan of God for your life. And this is something that they was doing over and over again around the clock, like a ritual, like on schedule, trying to manipulate the energy and pretty much trying to turn the wheel of fortune for you. And they might have gotten away with that in the past. So they thought that they could do it again and get away with it. But God was like, no, not for my child, not for my chosen ones. So they're realizing that they have really messed up really bad, like effed up really bad. And they put themselves in a position where they are on the wrong side of the wheel with all of these changes that are happening for everyone according to the seeds that they have sown and planted. And so they're experiencing lack of growth, instability. They're poor. They have a scarcity right now in their lives. Insecurities due to greed. They are broke. They're struggling, dealing with a lot of delays, major obstacles and challenges, and lack opportunities. And it's based on the path that they chose to take when they came against you to attack you and destroy you and to steal from you, to try to steal your divine inheritance and to steal your soulmate partners, just steal all the blessings that God had assigned to your life before the foundation of the earth based on his plan and purpose for your life. So they're realizing that all the stuff that they tried to do, that they thought they was going to get away with it, they were just so sure that they were going to get away with it, they celebrated too soon. And now everything has been revealed of what they have done. So your divine partners are walking away from them. They are having a reality check. Both your divine partner and also this karmic energy is having a reality check. And based on what has been done in you all's situations and relationships, this has caused a big blow up. A lot of people are going to be going to jail behind the deeds that they have done and the seeds they have sown against you, to plot against you. And so your divine partners are walking away. Everything has been exposed. Everyone knows what the karmic did to you all. They know all the plans that the karmic made, all the strategicness, all the spell work that they saved money to pay for, to pay practitioners against you, to work against you, just to keep your divine masculine from communicating with you. So they, God said that they was very obsessed with you and your energy. A lot of them wanted to steal your path and your gifts. And God has given every person a gift. So why they want to steal your gift is beyond me, because that doesn't make any sense. How do you think that you can steal somebody's gift when you're not them? That is absurd. Can somebody make that make sense? But yes, God saying they were very obsessed with you and your energy. Um, they wanted to be you. They were trying to copy you in every way they can. They told a lot of lies. They spread a lot of lies on you. Did a lot of gossiping, um, telling your divine partner things about you, because they were making your divine partner think that they had spiritual gifts, that they operated in the prophetic, and they have, prophetic dreams and visions, and they like a seer and know things. But it was all lies. So they pretty much convinced your divine partner that you were them and they were you. And it's so that your divine partner could be closed off from you emotionally and very cold and mean-hearted and mean-spirited towards you, to ghost you, to leave you, and to choose them. And a lot of your divine partners are realizing that they thought they had true love, but in actuality, they only had a gold digger that was after them for their money. Like, they did all of this just to get money. And they knew that this your divine partner was not for them, because they were already going to somebody getting readings done on you all and your connection. So they already knew that this your divine partner was your soulmate, and that they were in love with you and wanted to be with you, and that you all were going to get married. But they were jealous of this because they feel like they got rejected, and not realizing that rejection is God's protection. Um, so they did all of this stuff out of spite, and the crazy part about it is that they were willing to risk everything just to destroy you all's your relationship and your connection, and to they thought they were going to be able to get a divine inheritance if they stole your partner from you, but not realizing that you only get the blessing if you with the blessing. So yeah, that was kind of weird, and very, very desperate, and very hatred. And so yeah, God is saying that a lot of them were spreading lies about you all to this your divine partner's family, the friends of the family, saying that you had a one night stand with somebody, that they saw you um, on a date out with somebody that they knew, and that you were cheating on your divine partner, and they told them all of this, and they believed them because they had them under heavy spell work to pretty much fight against their divine partner. And so they believed them, and they had all of this your divine partner's family members thinking that you were a hoe, and that you were sleeping around with everybody, and that you were just only out for money. You was only wanted to be with your divine partner for their money. And they told a lot of lies too, that some of you all were still creeping with your baby's daddies or baby's moms or your ex-husbands or wives, getting money from them. And on the down low, that's how you was able to be so abundant, that you wasn't really, abundant on your own. You were sleeping around getting money, but that's actually what they were doing. But you were already naturally blessed because you were following God's plan and purpose for your life, and the seeds that you have sown toward people have been good. So it's only fair that you receive of harvest, a good harvest of what you have sown. But they tried to defame your character and slander you. They did. And they had a lot of people believe, and they had a lot of people that joined in to help them to try to destroy you, to destroy your character. And you were a sweetheart, a pure in spirit, pure energy, pure light energy, and they hated that because they don't have it. But they wanted to copycat you and be like you, but they wanted to take your spiritual gifts and also your inheritance, not understanding like, okay, if you're gonna try to copy it somebody, then you need to copy how they operate. You need to operate in the same behavior that they operate in. They're kind and loving and sweet and nurturing and giving and saying, doing people right, treating people right, sowing good seeds, acts of kindness, blessing people. Like, if you want to be like somebody, then you need to do what they do in order to get their blessings. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Can somebody please make that make sense? But so yeah, so they just wanted reward without effort. They just wanted to be you, and operate how you operate and have what you have, but not do what you do to get it. So that's crazy within itself. And and the crazy thing about, I realize, about people sometime in this life, like say if you're like 40 years old and you meet somebody when you 35. So, and you meet them when you 30 years, 35 years old, and then they're jealous and envious of you, of what you have, and what you were able to do, how you were able to move and flow in your life, and have financial freedom or whatever. But they don't know what you've done 35 years before you met them. They don't know the seeds that you have sown, the blessings you have given people, the acts of kindness that you have done, the how you live your life, your lifestyle. They don't know any of that. They just be automatically jealous of you and think that you're special, or you're a golden child, or you was born with a silver spoon in your mouth. But they don't know all the hard work that you put in before you met them, all the seeds that you've sown, and all the good deeds that you have planted. It's a universal law. Whatever you sow, that you shall reap that. So yeah, that's weird how people be just jealous of you and think you special, a golden child, and all of that, but they don't know the hard work that you had to put in to get to where you are, the blood, sweat, and tears that you had to, the sleep you had to deprive yourself of, the fun you had to deprive yourself of to focus on your goals and to manifest the things that you want. That is so weird to me. But yeah, so and so God is want to let you all know that um, everybody is a lot of people getting a reality check right now, because they thought they were going to get away with things, and God was like, no, that is not how this is going to go. Um, there's a scripture in Proverbs 19:21 that says, many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. And if you're a child of God, a chosen one, and you are, Romans 8:28 says, all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. So if you're called according to his purpose and you're operating in your purpose, everything is going to work out for your good, no matter if somebody tries to do spell work on you, black magic, stop you, block you, gossip about you, tell lies, all of that. Try to defame your character, try to get people not to like you, and all of that. Everything is gonna work together for your good. So whatever ditch they trying to dig for you, they might as well dig two ditches because they gonna fall in the other one. And everything that they project towards you, all the evil energy and manipulation that they send towards you, all the sickness and disease that they try to send towards you, everything to try to keep you from operating in the purpose that God blessed you with, the gifts that God blessed you with, it's gonna happen to them in the same measure, the same intensity that they met in their mind, in their heart, because God looks at the heart of men. He knows the plans in your heart. He looks at our hearts. People can fool people, but they cannot fool God because He looks at your heart. He knows what's in your heart, if it's right or it's not right. So they just dig a hole for themselves, dig a grave pretty much for themselves when they come at you with all these projections that you don't deserve to be placed upon you because you didn't sow those seeds. They sowed them. So that is going to happen to them tenfold. And if they was already in a place of despair and scarcity and not having much, poor in physical, material, and also poor in their spirit, and you wishing all of this evil and ill intentions upon somebody else, what do you think is going to happen to you? It's coming back to you. It's a universal law. Like, there's a scripture in the Bible that says you will know them based on the fruit that they bear. So nobody shouldn't be able to fool you in 2023 because you should know them based on the fruit they bear. Is not rocket science. Like no one is exempt from the law of sowing and reaping. So if they've sown bad seeds, it's going to show in their outside material world. So you will know them based on the fruit they bear. And that's a scripture in Matthew, I think it's Matthew 7. Can't think of the verse right now, but I'll put it in the description box. So yeah, so they're getting a reality check. Your divine partners are walking away from all of this chaos and confusion, and them being secretly jealous of you and in competition with you, wanting you to be in despair. But God has given you the blessings that you have manifested. And who can take anything out of God's hand? If God is for you, who can be against you? I'll wait for the answer. So your divine partners are realizing, everything that has happened, and a lot of them, Archangel Michael had to step in to stop these karmic energies because they were just so stubborn and just, trying to hold on with dear life, attacking you, and also attacking your divine partner who is also a chosen one. And so they were going to stop at nothing until they tried to kill this person, or just make it to where they was just down and out and could not get back up from all the heavy spell work and black magic that they had them under. So Archangel Michael had to step in, divine intervention for your divine partners, so these karmic energies can back off and leave them alone, because whether you all be with them or not, they are still a chosen one, and God has a plan and purpose for their lives. And so God is saying a lot of you are going to hear from your divine partners, a lot of you as soon as tomorrow. And keep in mind that the messages are timeless. So whenever God has you listening to this message, then tomorrow is your day. So your divine partners are coming back towards you. They've learned their lessons. God had to take them through this and had to take you through this so that you can learn who you are and your value, and to walk into your power and your authority and your purpose and your gifts that He is giving you, which is not just for yourself, it's for you to help people, to lead people to God, to the kingdom, to help them to complete their purpose so that they can enjoy life and be happy as well, because that's what God wants for His children. He wants us to be blessed. He wants us to be able to receive the promises and the blessings that He has in store for us and promised to us. Um, and so if God has given you a gift, He's not giving it to you just for yourself. It's for you to help other people and to help them to raise their vibrational frequency, raise their vibration so they can realize who they are, and they can start attracting the blessings and the promises of God to them, because they have renewed their mind. They have taken on the mind of Christ, and so now they can attract the blessings that comes that for everyone that's in Christ Jesus. And so that's why Archangel Michael had to step in and a divine intervention, because God's plan will be carried out. It's only the Lord's purpose that prevails. So a lot of your divine partners have learned a hard lesson, and God needed them to see who people were. They needed to know who is who, so that they won't go back down this path again, that they'll be awakened, spiritually awakened, and paying attention to the spirit in people, the energy that people are giving off. You're so they can come into union with their soul family, their soul tribe. Because just because people are your families don't mean that they're your soul tribe. So a lot of people are understanding that now, and it's based on everything that we've gone through in the last few years, for God to wake us up. And everybody's on different timelines, so you might have been awakened 2 years ago, but somebody else may just be getting awakened, spiritually awakened today. And it's okay, you know what I'm saying? It's not for any of us to judge, because how can we judge? We're all here. God sent us all here with a plan and a purpose. We have nothing that is our own. Everything that we have belongs to God. So, and we're not in competition with anybody. We're all on a divine mission. So, whether they woke up 2 years ago, or they just waking up today, okay, we're happy for our brother and our sister that has awakened to who they really are. And there's no judgment, because how can we give any? Because we're all under God's control and plan for our lives. And so God is saying that a lot of your divine partners are going to be coming back towards you, telling you that, they made a mistake. They, see people for who they are now. They know who is who. They're sorry, and they're going to be wanting to get back with you. A lot of you are going to be getting married this year, like God keeps saying that. And it is May. And I know a lot of you all like, how? Like, but trust God. He all things are possible to them that believe. And trust God. He's making a way out of no way. He always have a ram in the bush. He is he makes water come from the rock. He is doing a new thing. So just trust God when it comes to that. And that they're leaving these karmic energies behind and they want to marry you all. And God is saying that too, you know what I'm saying, based on everything that He had to take you through, and all the heartache and the pain that you had to deal with, and get to where you are now, to where your vibration is high, you're operating on a different level of frequency. To be mindful, because you don't want anybody, no matter who they are, if they your divine partner or your mama or your daddy, you don't want them to, you can't afford for them to bring your vibration down, to lower your frequency. You can't afford for anybody to subtract from you. If they're not coming to add to you, you need to be mindful of that. You need to pay close attention to that. So God is saying, make them prove it. If they want to be with you, they will not bring your frequency down. They will actually be willing to do the work, to put in the work that it takes to be with you. Because you know who you are now. You are an empress or you are an emperor. You deserve the best and nothing but the best. You deserve somebody that is going to be on a team with you, not in competition with you, not jealous of you, not hating on you for no reason. So if they ain't quite ready yet, make them prove it. Just don't, saying, accept them back without you seeing anything. Because people will work for what they want to work for. People will make time for what they want to make time for. So God is saying, make them prove it, because there's a new beginning here for you. And a lot of you all have new love that's coming in at the same time. Around the same time these divine partners are trying to come back. And so you have a choice. And so that's up to you. But to, in both of these situations, seek God first before you deal with people, places, and things. If this year has not taught me anything from last year this time to this time, it has taught me to seek God first before you deal with people, places, and things, no matter who they are. Okay, if they your soulmate, your husband, your wife, your mama, your daddy, whoever, seek God first before you deal with people, places, and things when you have to make decisions about people that may or may not affect your life, especially if it's something, a decision that may affect your life and take you back. No, we ain't going back. We ain't let nobody subtract from us. We ain't let nobody steal our energy and leave us depleted and take our energy and go try to build elsewhere. No, we're not going for that anymore. So make them prove it. And that is the message. So I hope this helped you all, based on what God has been showing you and telling you. And hope this brings clarity to what you needed to know. And I did get a few downloads that pay attention. Somebody who's going on a vacation, pay attention to your debit card. I saw that somebody left their debit card on a table because they got distracted. Like it's like in a public place. This could have been like somewhere like a casino or something like that, where there was a lot of people around, and they had their debit card on the table, and then they saw somebody that they knew, so they like jumped up, to go greet this person. And then when it was over there talking to the person, they happened to look at the table and saw their debit card on the table. And then so they was like, hold on, I got to go back and get my debit card. And so it was like this couple that was like by the table, and they had like a folder in their hand. And so they had picked up the card, picked up this person's debit card, and looked at it, and then they put it back down. Well, you thought they put it back down, and so that made you like laxy daisy or whatever. But what they did was switch your debit card with somebody else's that they had already drained their bank account. And so you went over, you didn't even go check because it looked like they picked it up and put it back down, but they actually put somebody else's debit card on the table. So, but when you went back to the table, when you finally got done talking to the person, you realized that, oh, they took your debit card and that was somebody else's card. So, but you did, have time to, um, call your bank to stop the card or whatever. But you was on vacation and you didn't have no money, and then you end up seeing ex, one of your exes, in the same place that you was, and they was with somebody, but they gave you some money. They blessed you with some money to be able to finish the rest of your trip and to so you can get back home. So that might be significant for somebody. So be mindful of that if you're going on a vacation, you're in a casino or a restaurant or somewhere like that that had like a lot of movement of people around. And and the other one too was I saw somebody getting in a deadly car accident. So we are in Mercury retrograde, so be mindful of that. If you're make sure you're not rushing on the road. If you got to be somewhere, give yourself ample amount of time to be able to get there. So an accident is not caused on your behalf. All right, so that's all I have for us. I'll be back soon with another message. Love and light. Treat yourself and other people right. Have a good day. Bye.